อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวาพุทธังภะคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามิอันธมยังพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโตอุปภาคนะมะการังกะโรมะเสนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Good afternoon, everyone. It's time for the meditation again today. Welcome to Wat Phra Thamakai, Korsør Lusko, Denmark. My name is Luang Pi Thada. So today I'm going to share with you the meditation practice, which is based on the original Buddhist teaching and rediscovered by the great master Phra Mongkol Thep Muni, the late abbot of Wat Phak Nam Phra Sri Charan in Thailand, and also by Luangพ่อ Thammachayo, the ex-abbot of Wat Phra Thamakai, Prathum Thani, Thailand. This way of meditation is based on the concentration on light. In Pali is Aloka Kasin, but the idea is to be relaxed in body and mind. So that's very important step. Every time that you would sit down and close your eyes and meditate, never forget to relax both your body and mind first properly. If you jump straight into the mantra, for example, concentrate your mind immediately. When your mind is not ready, then the result will not be favorable. So spend some time to relax, to adjust your sitting posture until you feel that the blood circulation can flow smoothly around your body. There is no stress, no strain in your body. When your body is fully relaxed, then the mind can also relax. But on the contrary, if your body is still not totally comfortable, so it's very difficult to make your mind comfortable. And then as a result, your mind cannot be concentrated. So the meditation result will not be so good. So now take this time to adjust your sitting position. If you are sitting on the floor, then the right leg over the left one, the right hand over the left one, palms up. And adjust so that the tip of the right index finger touching the left thumb. Just touch, don't press them against one another. And then relax the whole body. It is good practice to examine each part top down, from the top of your head to the toes. Maybe it's a good idea to start by breathing deeply in and out a couple of times. When you breathe in, make sure that your chest is expanding and your back is upright. When you breathe out, let the shoulders drop naturally. Again, breathe in. Your chest expanding, your back upright. Breathe out, your shoulders drop naturally. When you breathe out, also let all the negativities of the mind, the worries, anxieties, those kind of things to go out with the breathing. So now you feel better. So after a couple of times, you should feel a lot more relaxed now. And now let's breathe in one more time and follow your breathing where it ends, somewhere in the stomach. Make a mental note of that position, because roughly that is the center of gravity, the center of the body. That is a very important point. Okay, now let's close our eyes. Make sure that you close your eyes gently. Let the eyelids fall down naturally, like you are going to go to bed to sleep. When the eyelashes touch, you just stop there. Never squeeze your eyes closed. Don't shut your eyelids with force. And your eyelids should feel as light as a feather. That is, you don't apply any pressure on your eyelids. And now you feel the relaxation around your eyes to spread throughout your face. Put a little smile on your face. And then relax all the muscles on your face. So all the muscles on the forehead, the cheek, the chin, everywhere on your face is now totally relaxed. And now spread the relaxation down your neck to both shoulders, both arms, to the fingertips. All the muscles are now fully relaxed. Spread the relaxation further down your chest, your trunk, your abdomen, through to the legs, to the toes. So now the whole of your body is fully relaxed. If you notice any part of your body is still stressed, or it has strain at any point, just relax that. Adjust the sitting position until you feel total comfort. If you are sitting on a chair, I would recommend you not to lean against the backrest, because you cannot maintain the mindfulness as easily as when you just lean against the air. Sit upright. Your body is now totally relaxed, balanced, and poised for meditation. And now make a feeling as if your body is melting away into the atmosphere. Gradually, your body is merging, becoming one with the atmosphere. Little by little, your body is disappearing. And finally, you don't feel the physical body anymore. So now we have an opportunity to relax our mind. Now let go of everything in your mind, because this is not the time to think about anything. You need to remind yourself that everything around you, the people, animals, things, everything is impermanent. They come into existence, they remain, they change, and they just die down, go away. It doesn't matter how much we love those things, one day, sooner or later, they will just go away. So right now is not the time to think about those things. Let go of everything from your mind. Put everything down, like a man carrying a burden on the shoulder. When putting that burden down, he feels light, comfortable. Our mind also, when we let go of everything, when it's empty, is comfortable. And most people in the world don't even know this kind of feeling, because they have all the contaminations, all thoughts, all the impurities in their mind. So they are constantly gloomy, uncomfortable. Now that your mind is free from thoughts, spend some moments with this kind of emptiness. Imagine that you are sitting alone in the middle of nowhere, in a vast space, and around you there is nothing at all. You are by yourself. You don't have any commitments, no appointments, no responsibilities. You have no past to look back to. You have no future to look forward to. Just this present moment, emptiness everywhere. And now it's spring. Springtime is very pleasant. The sun is out, and the birds are singing. The wind blows. Think of the nature, the place that you like to go. Could be the seaside, could be a forest, or a park. Imagine that you are walking on a spring morning. Everything is so pleasant. And then you notice a dewdrop on the tip of a grass blade. The dewdrop is round, bright and clear. Bring this dewdrop to the point in the stomach that we made note earlier on at the center of the body, at the end of the breathing in the stomach. So now in your mind you see a dewdrop, round, bright and clear. It's round, bright and clear. It doesn't matter how clearly you can see it with your mind. Just see it there at the center of your body with your mind. And it doesn't really matter where that center of the body is. It's roughly there in your stomach. The center of the body will show itself when your mind is refined enough through meditation. For the time being, just take a spot that you feel most comfortable with in the stomach. So the dewdrop is round, bright and clear. And then recite the mantra in your mind softly from the center of the dewdrop. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. So the mantra comes from the center of the dewdrop. Softly, tenderly. The sound of the mantra is very soothing to your mind. So now you have two things in your mind. The dewdrop, round, bright and clear, and the sound of the mantra. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. The dewdrop, round, bright and clear, together with the mantra, soft, tender, soothing from the center of the dewdrop, are the means to calm your mind. It's like a boat that will take you from this side of the river, which is chaotic, noisy, uncomfortable, to the other side, which is peaceful, serene, comfortable. So gradually, the more you concentrate your mind gently at the center of the body, at the dewdrop, round, bright and clear, and the recitation of the mantra in your mind, the more relaxed you become, and your mind will be refined little by little. Gradually, your mind will be more peaceful, will be more refined. Let's do the exercise in this manner, relaxingly. Don't use too much effort. Don't force your mind. What you can do is to place the mind, the consciousness, at the center of the body, with that dewdrop round, bright and clear, in a casual manner, and recite the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Our mind is like a monkey. It likes to travel, to wander around from place to place, also in time, to the past, to the future. When you notice that your mind drifts away into random thoughts, then you gently bring it back with the mantra and the visualization of the crystal ball or the dewdrop. When you feel comfortable, when you feel that the mind doesn't wander anymore, then you can drop the mantra. Just maintain the consciousness gently at the center of the body. The way you place your mind at the center of the body is very gentle, like you try to put a needle on the surface of the water. You try to do that very gently so that the needle will not cause any ripple on the surface of the water. That's how you place your mind at the center of the body. And continue to recite the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Continue to meditate in this way. This is how we cultivate the mind to be more mindful, to be more concentrated, to be more refined. If the mind wanders, bring it back gently. When it doesn't wander, just drop the mantra and maintain the consciousness at the center of the body with the dewdrop round, bright and clear. Be a neutral observer. Whatever happens in your mind, just observe it. Don't judge any experience. Don't try to decode any meaning, to think of anything. This is not the time to think, but it's the time to observe the mind. It's time to cultivate the mind by visualization of the dewdrop round, bright and clear, and the recitation of the mantra. Let's continue to meditate in this manner for a few more moments. Rest the mind gently at the center of the body, as gently as a feather floating in the wind and falling down to the earth. That's how we place the mind at the center of the body. Now that our mind is refined through meditation, a merit, a special kind of energy is generated, and this energy has the power to cleanse the mind. And we can feel that now our mind is much clearer, lighter, calmer. That is the result of the merit. This merit comes from a Pali term, punya, or bun in Thai language. Lord Buddha said that punya is the name of the happiness, because this energy inside will attract good things to our lives, or the good people, good surrounding, good environment are brought to us by the merit within ourselves. And meditation is the most direct way to generate the merit to our mind. In fact, whenever we act, speak, or think good things, this kind of positive energy is always generated and stored at the center of our body. So now rest the mind gently at the center of the body. We can feel the stream of happiness flowing inside at the center of the body, very much like an oasis in the middle of the desert. Rest the mind gently there and let the stream of happiness from inside to flow out, permeating the whole of our body. So slowly we can feel the stream of happiness from inside going through every cell in our body. We can feel the freshness from this positive energy from inside, cleansing the body and the mind. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body and let the stream of happiness to flow out in all directions from the center of our body. Then share this happiness from inside with the loving kindness with everyone around you. Maybe within your apartment room, in your house. Wishing everyone, human beings and non-human beings, to be happy, to be free from any kind of suffering, to be free from illnesses, any health problems. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body. Expand the loving kindness further into the surrounding area, into your neighborhood, wishing all beings, human beings, animals, to be happy, to be free from any kind of suffering. And in the process, and the positive energy from the center of your body is also purifying the atmosphere. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body. Spread the loving kindness and happiness further to cover your community, your city. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body gently. Spread the loving kindness further to cover your country, to cover the whole of Denmark, to cover the whole of Europe, across the oceans, to cover the whole world. Shrink the whole world to the size of your fingertip and place the world gently at the center of our body. Fill the world with the happiness, with the loving kindness from the center of our body. Wishing all human beings, all non-human beings in the world to be happy, to live together in peace and harmony. To be free from any kind of suffering. Wishing all the bad things, all the pollutions, all the disease, all the viruses to go away. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body. Spread the loving kindness further into the space, to the moon, to the sun, to the stars, to the galaxies, and to the entire universe. In other words, we expand the center of our body without boundary in all directions to cover the whole universe. Wishing all beings to be happy, to be free from suffering, to live together in peace and harmony. And now that our mind is purified and powerful, we spread the happiness, dedicate the merit to the loved ones who passed away, like our great-grandparents, our ancestors. Wherever they are, wish them to be happy, and that they have opportunity to learn how to find the inner peace, the happiness from within, like we are experiencing now. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body. Spread the loving kindness to those whom we might have hurt by action, by speech, or by thought. in the past or at present, with intention or without intention, we still remember or don't remember anymore, asking for forgiveness from them, and also forgive those who might have harmed you in any way. Forgive and forget, so that from now on we have only friends and good friends only around us. Continue to rest the mind at the center of the body. Share the loving kindness, the happiness with our family members, our friends, and finally to ourselves. While the mind is purified and powerful through meditation, let's continue to spread the loving kindness and happiness and make good wish in this manner for a few more moments. Sappe Buddha Palapatta Pacekanan Jayang Palang Arahanta Namjate Jenarakang Panta Misapaso Sapa Buddha Nupavena Sapa Dhamma Nupavena Sapa Sangha Nupavena Sataso Ti Bhavantu Te. You may now open your eyes gently. So, this is how we meditate. Let me repeat again that meditation has 4 elements. The first one is the mindfulness. And yesterday I spent some time elaborating on the mindfulness. So basically the mindfulness is something that during meditation it reminds us that our mind is wandering or stay still at the center of the body. Without the mindfulness we would daydream into random thoughts the whole of the meditation session. But because of the mindfulness, then we realize if our mindfulness is better and better, as soon as the mind starts to drift away, we realize immediately, and then we bring it back immediately, and that requires practice. It is like everything in our life. The more we practice, the more skillful we become. But unlike other practice which have kind of limit, you can practice playing sport, for example, tennis, table tennis, or football. There can be a level that you can achieve, but going further than that is much more difficult. But training the mind is limitless. The potential is without any boundary, because the mind is abstract in a way, it's subtle. A lot of people can do many things with their mind. So the mind is the chief, the leader, the body is the follower. So we spend time to cultivate the mind, to practice mindfulness, and then the reward is huge. So for example, with mindfulness, we know that good thoughts are coming to our mind, or our mind are wandering somewhere. So with that kind of mindfulness, we can stop the bad thoughts from coming to our mind. Much like a gatekeeper, our mind is like a big house, and at the doors we have the gatekeepers to screen who would be welcome to our house, who would not be welcome. So if the gatekeepers are doing good job, then we will only have good people in our house, or we only have good thoughts in our mind. As soon as the bad thought starts to show up in the mind, the mindfulness will know, and then just invite that bad thoughts to go out from the mind. So practically we solve the problem at the very first moment it starts to occur in our mind. But without mindfulness, sometimes people enjoy thinking something that they should not be thinking. In the beginning, it seems to be harmless. Like young people, when they still are not experienced enough, they enjoy socializing, and then they enjoy partying, and pretty soon, if they don't realize, they will enjoy drugs, and some bad things will happen. It starts from something relatively harmless, but then if you don't have the mindfulness, something to remind you that this is good or this is bad, it can escalate pretty quickly. So our mind also, in the beginning, some thoughts may be kind of pleasant to entertain in the mind, but then it escalates, and then it becomes toxic. So mindfulness is extremely helpful. And then the comfort, the body and the mind. If you have stress or strain in your body, it's very difficult to concentrate your mind. Your mind will shift to the pain or the ache. So it's important in the beginning to start with the comfortable position and maintain that kind of comfortability throughout the meditation, both the physical and the mental. So, for example, when you want to achieve something badly, then you try hard to get it done. Also, some people, when they meditate, they would like to see this drop of water or crystal ball as clearly as seeing it with the physical eyes. And that the beginning of the problem, because when you use too much effort, you use force with the mind, the result is stress and strain. It's not very wholesome to the mind. What you can really do is to persuade the mind to stay still at the center of the body by visualizing the crystal ball or reciting the mantra effortlessly. And your mind, little by little, will get used to the center of the body. And when it doesn't wander anywhere, then your mind will feel peaceful. And in the end, your mind will know that staying at the center of the body is more pleasant, is happier than wandering around. At that point, it won't go anywhere because it knows that the most happy place to be is at the center of the body. But in the beginning, when the train is untrained, so it just wanders around from this thought to that thought, from the past to the present to everywhere. So maintain the comfortability of the mind to the point that it gets used to the center of the body, and your mind will be focused more easily. And then the third one is about the consistency. Just like anything, if you want to get good at that kind of thing, you have to do it regularly, repeatedly, becoming more and more skillful at that kind of thing. For example, you like to study a new language. You need to practice every day. You need to increase your vocabulary, maybe 5 words a day, or that kind of thing. It doesn't help if you try to memorize 100 words today and then you go to do something else for another week or 2 weeks, and then you come back, you forget everything. It's better to memorize 5 words a day, 10 words a day, but every day. And then pretty soon you get good at the new language, little by little. You don't expect to fully understand a new language in 1 week or 2 weeks. Meditation also. You need to practice regularly. 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, but every day. And then you become good at it. This is the consistency. And then the last point is the observation. Because everything is interrelated, there is the cause and effect all the time in all matters. For example, if you have a good meditation, when your mind is peaceful, then you develop a wisdom without you knowing it. You start to have a better judgment of all the things around you, of what's happening. This kind of wisdom will tell you what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. And in the daily life, then you know that, okay, talking kindly to people is good. Then you start to talk more kindly to people. And you get a positive feedback, you get a positive interaction back, and you feel good about that. And when you come back to meditate, your meditation will progress more smoothly. You see, this is a positive feedback loop. Meditation gives you calm and clear mind. You know better what is good, what is bad. And in the daily life, you behave accordingly. When you come back to meditate, again, you go to another level. This is positive feedback loop. Just observe that, okay, today I talk only kindly, I do good things, I help other people, I'm kind, so I'm proud of myself, I feel good about myself, and then close your eyes to meditate. and that meditation session will be good. And also observe the way you meditate. Did you relax the body and the mind first? Or you just jump straight away to the meditation? And the way you place the mind at the center of the body, is that gentle, soft, or you just place it there? You see that when you, for example, put a glass of water on the table, there are many ways to do it. Some people just put it there, don't even look at the table, and there is a crash. The glass hit the table, there is a sound, there is a knock, vibration. But some people, when they place a glass on the table, they look at the distance between the glass and the table. And when the glass is approaching closer to the table, they gently put it there. There is no sound, there is no impact, very smooth. So you have to observe how you place your mind at the center of the body. And you also observe behaviors during the day. What kind of behaviors are conducive to good meditation? What kind of behaviors make the meditation difficult? There are always cause and effect during the day. If you can regulate your mood, don't let your mood to take over your mind. For example, don't let the impulse to retaliate when somebody or something upsets you. Just calm down. Use the mindfulness to think through, to stop that kind of impulse to response, and then come up with the right action, the right words to respond to certain situation. This is how we regulate our mood throughout the day. Maintain the comfortability of the mind. Only be positive. In that case, when you come to the meditation session, it is much easier to concentrate the mind to the center of the body. Okay, that's the 4 elements of meditation: the mindfulness, the comfort, the consistency, and the observation. So, I wish you to be happy, to be wealthy and healthy, and I wish your immune system works properly to fight the spreading of the virus. May peace be with you until we meet again.